Tonight we report on possible changes for the Moses Lake Ambulance Service and why repairing Wanapum Dam cost more than expected. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. Ephrata Golf readies for district play, and the Mariners drop 1 to San Diego. Here's a peek at our Weather Center forecast.
Good to be with you, everybody. Gray skies and also chilly temperatures across the area. There are some changes in the forecast. I'll bring you all the details in a few moments.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A task force argued Moses Lake could provide a better ambulance service to city residents if it stops sending its ambulance outside the city. The EMS task force presented its initial recommendations to the City Council after nearly 4 months of meetings. The task force was formed after city officials began examining the service's financial situation. The task force made 4 recommendations. Most of the suggestions involve stopping transporting patients who are stable between hospitals. To make the change, the City Council would need to alter the city code. Councilmember Bill Egrid recommended city staff review the information provided by the task force and return with recommendations. The rest of the council agreed. The United Methodist Church in Ephrata has been offering free pre-owned maternity and baby clothes for the past 5 years as part of their maternity and infant closet program. Reporter Jeff Chu has the details.
The scrunchy side.
There's a place in Ephrata where women can find free pre-owned maternity and baby clothes. It's the Maternity and Infant Closet, a service provided by volunteers and donations inside the United Methodist Church at 117 C Street Northwest.
We started in 1996. Well, the first 10, 12 years we did great, but pregnancies have gone down in Grant County, and so we haven't seen quite the need lately. Last year we had 100, and it's shifted more to the baby clothes from the maternity clothes, but we still have cute things.
Dolores Pheasant, who co-founded the nonprofit Maternity Closet, said it served about 1,000 mothers the first 5 years, but that fell to about half of the number in recent years. Tura Yant, a former chairperson for the Maternity Closet and current volunteers, said the closet has about 20 women volunteers that keep it going.
We ask for volunteers. We accept donations for good and clean, in good repair clothing. And we do have some baby furniture type items, but no cribs. We have baby clothes, and they run from newborn to size 2T. We have boys and girls. We have an ample supply of those items.
The Maternity Closet has a borrow and return policy with no qualifications required and no questions asked. The Maternity Closet is open from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. every Monday. Contact the church at 509-754-4664. I'm Jeff Chu for iFIBER 1 News.
Soap Lake is looking at creating regulations for using the Smokeyam campground. City Finance Director Karen Dillon asked the council to consider an ordinance during the last council meeting. She complained about trash and belongings stacking up at campsites, as well as dogs not being on leashes. Dillon said trees were being damaged by animal leashes and other items being chained to trees for security. The council could adopt an ordinance to set a penalty for people breaking the rules, and police officers could enforce them. Councilwoman Kat Sanderson voiced support for rules and an ordinance. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be right back after a short break.